Hey guys, KKZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Journey to Langrisser. Now, I do have a confession to make. I've played a few games off camera, and I have actually managed to make it into Gold 3. So my aim for this video is to try and at least go positive. So hopefully I can finish at around 1640-ish, I guess. So let's dive into it. I have made a few changes to my party. By means that I've swapped a few pieces of gear around, and I've also decided to bring Claret. Now my reason behind bringing Claret is that she's on faction for both Zoraida and Landius, and she also is a long range threat. Now I'm going to try it today, see how she works out. So let's hoping I do get a chance to use her. As you can see, not actually many changes in characters, just more so I've had a reshuffling of some of my gear. So no Landius. So I will ban Zoraida then. The reason why I opted to ban Zoraida is more so the fact that if she has free reign, she can kind of do what she wants. Now, this guy looks like he's going for pure AoE. So with that being said, let's ban his AoE characters. So because he's gone sorry, Landius, I'll start to ban, not Landius, sorry, Ledin even. Let's get rid of both healers. Yep, both healers. I will take Claret to test her out. I imagine she'll do well here, because if she can get into range of Ledin before he's had a chance to use his free cost skill, I imagine she'll have an easy time killing him. He's not got survivability of both Juggler and Landius. So Yulia, now despite not actually wanting to ban Juggler yet, if he does pick Juggler, that does put me in a bit of a tighter spot with him having two tanks. So I'd rather get rid of Juggler and deal it at the moment. So I want to try and limit what healing he does have. So from there, I'll take Rachel. Realistically, I probably should have took Tiaris, but that's my own mistake there. I forgot that on the previous round that he did actually get rid of two of my healers. I don't know, he's left Tiaris alone, so I will be taking Tiaris on this pick though. Now, Matthew gives stuff sprint, and it's a water map, so let's get rid of those two. Now, I will be taking Tiaris this time around, no question about that, because she can actually give attack blessing to Claret, which means Claret should have an easier time one-shotting one of these. And then I will also bring Lana over Gizaroth in this situation, just because, oh, will I? Yeah, I'll bring Lana, just because she has greater range. So, you can go there, you can go there. You've got longer legs. Skills, yep, single cost. No. Yeah, because he's got no dedicated healer, I'd rather keep the AoE skills on Rachel, just to help kind of burn them down a little bit to make it easier for my two single strike targets and my counter attack off my tank to do more damage. So let's try with this and see where we get. What I do want to see is if the Bowser's gone AoE, or yep, the Bowser's gone pure AoE. So that'll be interesting to see. So no faction buff on Yusuke, so Yusuke should, yeah, Yusuke will be my primary target. So Claret can just stay there. If he can't get round his tank, no, he can't get round his tank. He can't wrap around Ledin to protect him. I'm just gonna have Claret charge in and deal with Ledin. Now, well, in this scenario, I am fully trading my Claret for the enemy Ledin. However, I feel without no tank, his DPS will be exposed, and the best time to at least kill a character now, while he's got a Yusuke, is at the start of the game, where he's not going to actually get the heal off him. So I want to make as much movement as I can with Claret. So yeah, Claret's done their job. I'm happy with that. So all I'm going to do now is push up slowly. The reason why I say push up slowly is there's no point me charging in, because I'm not going to set it back Claret. Even if my Landis would have gone the full 5 to here, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, she would have been in range from Miracle. But then I'd have exposed everyone else in the process. At least by doing this, all I've done is trade my Claret for a tank. And is that fun? Yep, so he's brought Thunder Zone as the last one. So as I said, all I'm gonna do, move up slowly. If Yusuke does come into range, oh. That is interesting. So what I'll do first is move. That is very weird that the Yusuke actually couldn't kill Rachel with no buffs. I suppose he just tried to get as much damage as he could while he could. That being said, no silence on Lana, but she's not in range of anything, so let's bring some stuff off people. Perfect. So she still can't move very far. No, that's not. Thank God that's not passives instead of active. If that had been passives, that would have been a dead land, yes. That being said, not a lot of damage there. So, let's keep my tank protected. So out of all the buffs I could keep, I've still kept movement. Now Yulia can come in and attack, but I imagine she's dead off this. Yeah. Which unfortunately gives me the advantage of not only attacking first, but getting some damage on this Yusuke. Now, I'm going to use the AoE skill, just because I want to get the debuff on Bozel. Oh, that Soul Steal is on Rachel's, I think, is what's going to be the end of this game. So, yeah, so my opponent's left. That was pretty straightforward map. He didn't get a chance to pick a healer. I only got 13 for the win on that. I guess it's going to take more than 3 games to get up to about 16-40. Anyway, off to a positive start. Let's carry on with progress. In previous seasons of Apex Arena, I actually have only managed to get to about 1670, 1680-ish, I think. So anything over that will be a PB for me. So the first target for me will be to get in, to beating my PB. If I can do that, that'd be great. So this box I'm playing against is... So there's no Zoraida. Oh no, there is, sorry. Zoraida... 1, 2. This is Banjuggler. Now, how many healers has he got? 1, 2, 3. So, Arban Weiler, take Juggler. Now, the reason why I've done this is because depending on who he picks now, between his tanks or healers, it gives me the option to ban the others. You now can't take a tank and a healer without suffering the other. So, you know, loses healers. For me, it opens up to now being able to take Rachel. Now I know Juggler does provide healing to his whole party, but if I can burst the Juggler down, it will mean that you won't be able to get the benefit of that. So, let's get rid of his faction buff. And Yusuke. Yeah, Yusuke. So then I'll bring Basil. Now again, I'm bringing Basil more so for his utility than his AoE damage. So hopefully I can get off something like a sleep. Or when he applies his extra debuffs, he disables passives or even silences my opponent in some way or another. Now imagine Yulia might be a character that my opponent's thinking I'm picking just for the added healing. So now he's gone double tank. Let's get rid of his Yellow's Legends characters. And I'll take Deedlit here, just because she has Gospel. And then she can also allow, if I do bring Leonhardt, which is probably going to be very unlikely, Leonhardt has a faction, but so I will be bringing Close. Close now gives immunity against Listel if he decides to bring Listel. And I'm pretty sure immunity against Ares' AoE damage that he does. So, you and... So it's just... Yeah, let's do that. So then these characters are quite slow. Well, I'll say slow. They have low mobility. So she's set up right now. I am, however, not going to bring... I'm going to go full single target. So the first thing I'll do, I'll compare characters that we've got similar. So I'll compare my Landius to his Landius and my Deedlit to his. I'm hoping, after doing a stat check, it's in my favour. However, knowing how my look is, especially if you've watched any of my pack openings for Dragon Ball, I think you'll see that I'll be the one with the lower statted characters. So, let's check Landius is out. 693 defense. So he's got a hell of a lot more defense than me. 5964. Well, I've got more HP and more attack. So on the conversion as well, because Landius gets defense and then MDef off attack. And then D-Lit, I imagine his D-Lit will be better than mine, 1132. Yeah, his D-Lit's way better than mine. 673358. Yeah, so his D-Lit is actually better than mine. So, what are his unicorns? Yeah, his unicorns as well. And just let's check his Royal Cavalry quickly. Yeah, so his soldiers are better than mine. That's a given. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's Ares charge. So all I'm going to do... Oh, he's got... Okay, so... Because he's got ground troops on, his areas actually has movement penalty. And it is... Wait. That's a crit chance to increase. So, crit chance increased by 10 after dealing damage. If it's used as a sweep formation effect, it can move 4 blocks. So, it can only move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hopefully I've counted that right. And I think what I'm going to do is a bit of a backwards thing and hope he doesn't realise I've done it. Is bring Glandians up and use card skill, because D-Lit can actually come up and Gospel Land, yes, to give him a faction buff. Now the reason why I'm doing that, as weird as it sounds, is because if my opponent doesn't realise that I've used guard over faction buff and he doesn't bother to check, the Ares, when he comes in to try wrapping round Landius, will get stuck in his guard skill, which means D-Lit can just come in, Gospel, and then do her stuff. So just move D-Lit up and Gospel Land, yes. So from there, back off again and just use faction buff. Now it's up to my opponent now if he wants to engage me. I'm hoping the juggler comes in pretty early, so then I can just focus down juggler. If not, I think I'll target the Yulia, try and target Yulia first. Just because I imagine with Godly Menace, it's going to be detrimental to my Landius saving all my other characters. So she's still not in range thanks to, even though she's got that breeze off. Bozor isn't in range of anyone, so I'll just bring Bozor down to here. So Yulia is the one that got gospeled, and it was only 2 turns. So we know there's no juggler plushie on Deedly. One, two, three. So Deedly wouldn't be in range of anyone anyway. No point worrying because I wouldn't. Now I'm wondering if I can bait the close. Well, I'll rephrase that. Bait the Yulia out with close. So let's bring Rachel down. Yeah, so I did trigger a breeze myself there. So I can actually start to attack things. What I need to do is trick my opponent as well into using his skills while having his deed lit up. It'll take his juggle off water and make it significantly easier to kill. So right now, the character I can afford to not do anything with is Rachel. So let's see if my opponent takes the bait, and I'm actually going to plonk for Rachel there. I opt to do Rachel over Close, just because Close still has Aurora Ring left. If I did only use my Aurora Ring, I'd probably sacrificed or attempted to sacrifice the Close here. Now my opponent's having a think, seeing if he does actually want to engage. However, from here, rest assured, I actually don't need to commit any more resources. So he's going to try chopping Landius. So from here, I can miracle up and folks, I was out of range. Now, that's my mistake, and because of that, I fully deserve to lose this game. Because what's going to happen is, Julia's going to come in, batter Rachel, which is then going to leave me a DPS down, which I could realistically do with to burn down this juggler. Yeah, so... Wait, what? Okay, I wasn't expecting that, if I'm perfectly honest. That is something I really wasn't expecting. I thought the... Wow. So, this does change things. Now, is Deedlit going to come in and attack? If Deedlit comes in and attacks, she's inadvertently destroyed her own juggler. So she has come in and attacked, but she's attacked from range. Yeah. So, thanks to that Landis already attacking, it changes. And luckily, because Landis attacks everyone, I can now actually burn the life off this Landis. It's not looking good for me. However, I'm still going to try. Wow, no. Yeah. Yeah, this is instantly a loss. Just let's see what sort of damage I could potentially have done. Again, yeah, so I'm going to retreat there. That's my loss. My own fault. I actually should have checked the spaces on the Deedly. I could have potentially attacked the juggler to weaken him, to then focus on juggler as opposed to having to switch to Deedlit. So, one win, one loss, back to 1600. Let's try again. So this is another Meteor Yellis box. So for me, he's still only got 2 tanks and he has only brought, yeah no, still 3 healers. So if I get rid of Zoraida, then it forces him to go down more the Yellis route. I'd hope anyway. No? So, Angelina can go, and let's randomly ban. I'll say randomly. Let's ban a healer. Let's ban. Ooh, pardon me. Let's ban Luna. Although, no, let's ban Bozor. Let's try and get rid of all these faction buffs. So I'll take my Landius just because I'm more comfortable with using Landius over Juggler. And then let's see what my opponent picks, so I know what sort of people to start banning. Now, because I banned the healer, I imagine he'll take a healer now, as a fear of not having any healers whatsoever. No, he's stuck here, so this might mean he might try and play Origins. That's too good of an opportunity to pass up. And because I've got all three healers, I'm going to take Claret, because Claret will help pick out a random DPS that my opponent leaves exposed. You can go and you can go. So yeah, on the ban Luna, on the ban Angelina, just because of how far their reach is. I'll bring Rachel now. Now up to bring Rachel over either of my healers at the moment. Just because I was going to say just because I imagine that it'd still go for DPS because of the box I had left. So you went for 1 DPS. So, I don't want to land this and I don't want to list out. I will be bringing close. Now, in this setup, outside of Leonhardt, I don't mind picking at any of these. Okay, so I'll be bringing Gizer off for a change. This time to help block my opponent off. So I will bring let's drop this, and I will be bringing Forget. Everything else, yeah, I'm going to stick with single target because of Juggler. Where am I? Actually, no. I am going to switch to AoE because of these characters are quite squishy. So if I can get a dent in their life, it'll be the difference between getting a kill with one of these two. Yep. Cool. Let's try that then. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if his Juggler has brought faction buff. Just because he has, so obviously both, in fact they both, just Hey benefits from that. No, he's got to move the Juggler forward. Now, if he doesn't move Juggler forward, that's a dead Hey, and again, I'll trade DPS for DPS. And he has made the mistake of faction buffing as opposed to guarding. Hmm. One, two, 1, 2, 3. So 1, there it goes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So no, he still should still be out of range unless he gets a movement buff. Looking at my characters, it's a shame that there wasn't actually a skin for clothes, because they'd all been different skins than the originals. However, skins don't impact the way characters are, so beggars can't be choosers, I guess. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, is it going to say 1, 2, 3. So close should be safe there. No, the here I imagine is going to come in, do shenanigans, run off. Now I'm putting my Landius there instead, just because it should. I think it does. Oh no, it might. I thought it might have actually stopped the Shadow Coming. It probably doesn't because it's a teleport skill. So let's see. Right, let's get this robot doing some work. Is he a range robot? No. So he's a melee robot, and his buff is let's just randomly attack the juggler. So what did he get on juggler? No healing. So that's not a bad one to get. I am gonna send Clarette diving straight into that juggler now. No, no. So I need to directly attack juggler because he's on no. That's a very smart move by my opponent, because it stops my Clarette now from abusing this. Perfect. Clarette's done their job, got rid of his tank, which means now Rachel can just come in and start blasting AoEs all over the shop. So Rose can just come back in, and does that get Hey? That won't affect Hey. Neither of them will affect Hey. So I might as well just single target down the Aries, and then heal everyone up slightly. So we're close. I'm gonna just roaring up now. And hope for the best of everything. Now the reason why I've pushed forward with Landis is that to force Rachel to back off. She can't now attack Landis without fear of actually taking damage herself. And actually, Hey doesn't scare me. Yeah, so what I really want is this Rachel to come in and actually kill close. If she does that, Landis has got another easy target in either Hey or Rachel herself to kill. So I'm hoping here Close has enough damage to kill the Hey. She did not. So from here, it's everything against Landis. Luckily, I do still have Roaring on him, so he's still going to be healing. And luckily, I do have Gizaroth just chilling in the wings. Now I'm honestly hoping if it comes down to Omega versus Landis, Landis wins. So, as far as this goes now, I'm just going to keep Gizaroth at range. So then Omega has to come back in to attack Landius. So if I move Landius now, 1, 2. So if I move Landius back onto normal land, I'm hoping it'll mean that this guy has to come into range. 2. Yeah, so maybe not in range of Landius straight away, but little robot can do his job. So as it stands, there's no real way for this geezer up yet. He's accepted defeat, I believe. Yeah. So we did go 2-1, which is positive, which is what I wanted to do. It's just a shame that we couldn't get any higher than we wanted to. So this is going to be the end of chapter 3 in the Journey to Langrisser. Sorry for the long video again. However, I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications for when other videos go live. I don't plan on just uploading Langrisser content. I do plan on uploading other content related to other things such as Dragon Ball Super card game. I might upload the odd Destiny video here or there, depending on how me and my clanmates feel me play and whether it's actually entertaining footage.